Podcasts are hot right now. How do I know? Well, you're listening to one right now, aren't you? But you might be wondering, how on earth do I get my voice out there and start my own podcast? It all seems so intimidating. Between hosting and platforms and monetization, it can get real complicated real quick. Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We started this podcast over 2 years ago, not knowing clue one on how to do it. So how do we do it? We did it with Anchor. Anchor is the free podcast app with creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. And Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on all the platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And everybody likes money, right? Well, you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So go right now, download the free Anchor app, or go to Anchor FM to get started. It's the E-Commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-Commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. This episode of the E-Commerce Minute is brought to you by Send Pro Online from Pitney Bowes. With Send Pro Online from Pitney Bowes, it's just click, send, and save for as low as $4.99 a month. Send envelopes, flats, and packages right from your desk, and you're back in business in no time. And for being a loyal E-Commerce Minute listener, you'll receive a free 30-day trial to get started and a free 10-pound scale to ensure that you'll never overpay. Save time and money on mailing and shipping with Send Pro Online. Starting at $4.99 a month, you can qualify for special USPS rates for letters and priority mail shipping. Calculate exact postage online, and print labels right from your PC. So go to pb.com/minute to access this special offer for a free 30-day trial plus a free 10-pound scale to get started. That's pb.com/minute. Experience shipping made simple with a free trial of Send Pro Online from Pitney Bowes. It's E-Commerce Minute episode 585.
In today's episode, after 17 years, American Dream Mall opens.
Way back in 2004, when the project first broke ground under its original developers, chains like Circuit City, Sports Authority, Blockbuster, Radio Shack, and Toys R Us were still in business, and Amazon was only beginning to climb to its current behemoth status. But after years of anticipation, the American Dream complex is officially opening. After more than 17 years in the making, the first phase of America's newest megamall has opened to the public in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The shopping, dining, and entertainment complex in the Meadowlands was built by 555, the developer that owns the largest mall in the country, Mall of America, and the West Edmonton Mall, the largest mall in North America. American Dream's first phase features a Nickelodeon theme park and an NHL-regulation-size ice skating rink. The theme park will have more than 35 rides and attractions. The theme park also has 3 record-breaking coasters, one for the steepest plunge with a 122-foot drop, and one for the tallest and longest free-spinning coaster, and one for the tallest indoor spinning drop tower. All sounds like my seasonal depression spinning to great depths moment. Then later this year, 555 Group expects to open a DreamWorks indoor water park, which will be North America's largest, and an indoor snow park. The complex is finally coming to fruition after decades of planning. Back in 1996, the Mills Corporation proposed a shopping center for retail and entertainment that spanned roughly 2.1 million square feet in the Meadowlands area of New Jersey. But the Mills proposal was to build over an area of wetlands in Carlstadt, New Jersey, which sparked angry protests over the potential environmental impact because such a massive complex would destroy what many considered to be a precious habitat. Over the course of time since the Mills proposal, the project went through a somewhat tumultuous journey, but landed in the hands of 555, who catalyzed it. 555 Group is expecting 40 million visitors annually, similar to what it sees at Mall of America. But the retail shops and a handful of other entertainment venues won't open their doors until 2020. I think by the time these stores open, there won't the stores that have signed leases won't be in business anymore. I mean, this has been dragging on. I got children older than this story. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad because I could picture them just like so excited to do this 17 years ago. Like, oh, everybody loves malls. This is going to be great.
Yeah, it's crazy that they're building a mall, and I think the only saving grace, obviously, is this amusement park that they're building. And I can kind of predict where this is going to go. The retail, air quotes, space might get downsized, repurposed as something else. There's that new trend now where they combine housing with mall space. They're actually doing it at a few local malls around here. But the real elephant in the room is where this is located. This is up in the Meadowlands. Like, this is not like a place where there's like no cars or no people. This is a place that already has too much of everything already. and now they're opening this giant theme park / mall. I
Ugh.
if you, I read all the stories about this, and you look in the comment section, everybody's like, "Nope, no thanks, I'm not
Yeah.
going there.
It's
I'm
so
not going to that place."
excessive. It's so excessive. Like,
It's excessive. It's in a very bad spot.
yeah, it is.
And what's happening now, I had pointed this out to you, is that the American Dream Mall, you have to pay for parking.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't get people to go to the mall to begin with. Now, granted, there are some outliers. There's some malls that are still very popular. Mall of America still draws a lot of people, but again, they have that entertainment aspect of it. But generally, you can't really get people to come to a mall as they used to. But
Mhm.
American Dream Mall is different. You can stay there for 29 minutes and park for free, but from 30 minutes to 3 hours, it's $3. And then it escalates from there. It goes $4, $5, up to 8 hours is $6. But if there's anything happening at MetLife Stadium and you want to go shopping, it's going to cost you $30 to park.
Oh my God.
Because the people that are going to MetLife Stadium are going to want to tailgate, and they're going to be there for 12 hours. So they need to put a premium on these parking spaces, which I understand, except how are you expected to run a mall when you've got people tailgating in your lot every Sunday or every whatever concert?
Yeah, absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. Like, you're right. Like, people want to shop online as it is. Like, this is just more reason to shop online. Like, Amazon honestly should be thanking the American Dream Mall because people are going to push back on this just to be petty. Like, I don't even know.
It's just bonkers. I mean, obviously, as I said, I think the amusement park is going to be the saving grace for whatever the hell is going on up there.
Hmm.
And according to this, you can get your parking ticket validated on event days. So if you go to the amusement park and it costs $40, it costs $39.99 or $49.99, you can get your ticket validated, and then you can park for free. But you're already $80 in if you're taking you and your kids. So it's not really I don't see the cost savings there, but
I am surprised at how cheap the amusement park tickets are because I know like Hershey Park. Oh my God, you're paying like $7,000 to get into Hershey Park. It's like
yeah.
literally an arm and a leg.
And I haven't been to Disney in years, but I hear it's
Oh,
a small mortgage to go to Disney, especially now that they have the fast pass and all the other stuff that has to go along with it.
oh, it is. So for such a novelty, 39 to 49 isn't actually that bad. I will give them that, especially if parking's included in that.
Agreed.
That's fair.
Agreed.
And honestly, out of everything, I would love to go to this Nickelodeon universe.
Yeah, no, it's actually
like-
pretty cool. I mean, I know we're dragging on it pretty hard. It's probably a pretty cool amusement park, considering that it's brand new and it's got
Right.
all these record-breaking rides, and it's indoors, which is very key in a place like the Meadowlands, which you don't even want to go in the summer, especially not in the winter. So I think it'd be pretty cool. But
I'm sure it's also very nostalgic. Like just the pictures I saw of the Nickelodeon theme park gives me like Universal Studios vibes.
Right. See, you're in that sweet spot.
Yeah.
The Nickelodeon nostalgia. Like you can actually be nostalgic over something like Nickelodeon that really hasn't even been around that long.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I saw it was like designed like kind of retro, which is nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think that appeals because that retro anything appeals to certain demographics, but especially 90s retro is very in style now as it goes. As it was in the 70s, things that were in the 50s were considered retro. God, okay, boomer, shut up. So the New Jersey Transit is adding a new bus. Well, that'll be great. But there's just too many people up there. I just don't get it. And this place has been this whole project has been mired in controversy for quite a while. I'm looking at some of the notes here. So in 2003, the Mills and the Matt Kelly Reality Group partnered up. Mills reworked the initial plan for the nearby swampland. Matt Kelly was brought in to help with the office tower and hotel component of the project, having a history of working both of those areas of real estate. The two said they were planning on building a 14-story, 440,000 square foot Class A office buildings with a 520-room hotel with conference facilities. The partners chose the name Xanadu. Whatever happened to that? Real estate investment firm Colony Capital in 2006 announced that it would take over Xanadu from the Mills and Matt Kelly. So so it's already being, it hasn't even, I don't even think they broke ground and already it's already like completely screwed up.
That sounds like a real Xanadu.
Xanadu. Yes, take some Xanax and don't go to Xanadu. The Mills had been under investigation by the Securities and Exchange Commission for suspected accounting irregularities and wouldn't be able to continue financing the project. Colony Capital announced in 2008 that Xanadu would include an observation wheel similar to the London Eye. Residents complained about another eyesore on top of Xanadu's already bright exterior. A 2008 story with the New York Times, the Mills chief Lawrence Siegel said people criticizing Xanadu's aesthetic was akin to judging the Sistine Chapel after Michelangelo put on the first coat of paint. This sounds like a movie. We're not done yet. In February 2011, a portion of Xanadu caved due to heavy snow on the roof, leaving a dent in the unfinished ski slope. 555 Group entered the picture that year. The group announced it would take over the project, which sat untouched and unfinished for years after the lending dried up. It also gave the megamall a new name, the American Dream. Okay,
And
I
here
don't
we are.
think this saga is over. I think it's going to make a great movie or at least a good paperback book someday.
Someone cast me in it.
Boy,
I'm going to be in that movie. I could do a Jersey accent. I don't know.
And you're right in that demographic. All right, let's move on. Why don't you tell us about today's sponsor?
Shipping and mailing from your desk has never been simpler than with SendPro Online from Pitney Bowes. With SendPro Online from Pitney Bowes, it's just click, send, and save for as low as $4.99 a month. Schedule package pickups and track shipments from departure to arrival. And for being a loyal e-commerce minute listener, you'll receive a free 30-day trial to get started and a free 10-pound scale to ensure that you never overpay. Weigh, print, send, and save without stepping foot into the post office. Starting at $4.99 a month, you can also save up to 5 cents every letter and up to 40% off USPS priority mail, calculate exact postage online, and print from your PC. So go to pb.com/minute to access this special offer for a free 30-day trial plus a free 10-pound scale to get started. That's pb.com/minute. Experience shipping made simple with a free trial of SendPro Online from Pitney Bowes.
Very good. We'll wrap it up with a little stat time. American Dream has racked up a roughly $5 billion with a B price tag. Overall traffic at malls, which had been on the rise since the late 1990s, has declined 10% since, according to Coresight Research. Seems a little low. A report from Credit Suisse published 2 years ago predicted that a quarter of the shopping malls will close by 2022. Maybe we'll add American Dream to that. More than 7,000 retail outlets closed in the first half of 2019 versus 3,017 stores opening. In 2018, 5,864 stores closed and 3,258 stores opened. And since 2015, only 9 malls have been built, a dramatic fall from their peak of construction in 1973 of 43, according to CoStar Group, a real estate research firm. Brittany,
That's just crazy. This whole thing is just crazy.
It's a shame.
It's upsetting, truly.
Times they are changing. But what I said earlier is maybe the saving grace is there's a lot of new concepts developing now. They're resurrecting old malls and combining them with, they're making it more experiential. So for instance, you have a Walmart and then next to it is maybe a little strip mall. And then attached to that is some hipster millennium housing with some bars and restaurants. And I think that would kind of solve that problem of we got a closed mall and what the hell do we do with it? Just repurposing and making it more of a destination as opposed to get in the car and go shopping, which RIP. Got anything else?
Nope.
All right, that's your e-commerce minute for today. Well, see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media @Sumo Heavy.